Yes, people. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me know if you can't hear me as well. So let's look at NCP protocol. Because I want to try and implement this MCP protocol. I want to create a multi-agent system that uses the MCP protocol. MCP protocol is a protocol used to create agents. So I want to play around with this. So what are they saying this MCP protocol actually is? So they're saying it is in 25th of November. So getting started, we've got a quick guide to build your own MCP server and contribute to our open source repositories of connectors and implementers. So for server developers, get started building your own server. To use it in Claude for desktop and other clients. Obviously, I don't want to use Claude though. This tutorial will build a simple MCP weather server and connect it to a host. So I'll just read this just to get an idea of how this actually works. As many LLMs do not currently have the ability to fetch the forecast and severe weather alerts. Let's use MCP to solve that. We'll build a server that exposes two tools, get alerts and get forecast. Then we'll connect the server to an MCP host. In this case, Claude for desktop. Hold on, wait a minute. So what's an MCP host? So core MCP concepts. MCP servers can provide three main types of capabilities. Resources, which is file-like data that can be read by clients, functions that can be called by the LLM, and pre-written templates that help users accomplish specific tasks. So they provide three types of capabilities: prompts, tools, and resources. So this tutorial focuses on tools. So this assumes you've got familiarity with Python and LLMs like Claude, blah blah. So they install UV for dependency management and set up this Python project. Make sure to restart your terminal afterwards. Then they create a virtual environment called weather. Here, go into it. So they create a project called weather, like a folder called weather, create a virtual environment for it. Then add this MCP CLI Python app. So let's just check this. PyPy MCP. Let's start this. Oh, I'm not signed in. Cool. So MCP helps you build agents and complex workflows on top of LLMs. LLMs frequently need. So MCP is a. Wait, where am I? Yeah, here I am. Oh, okay, so they're just going to show some code now. Let me go out of that and go to this. Let me go to this quick introduction. How long is this? Oh, that's quick. And then they'll show an architecture picture. So cool. It says MCP is an open protocol that standardizes how applications provide context to LLMs. Think of MCP like a USB-C port for AI applications. Just as USB-C provides a standardized way to connect your device to various peripherals and accessories, MCP provides a standardized way to connect AI models to different data sources and tools. Why MCP? MCP helps you build agents and complex workflows on top of LLMs. LLMs frequently need to integrate with data and tools, and MCP provides a growing list of pre-built integrations that your LLM can directly plug into, the flexibility to switch between LLM providers and vendors, best practices for securing your data within your infrastructure. General architecture. At its core, MCP follows a client-server architecture where a host application can connect to multiple servers. So your computer, the internet. So your computer has a host with MCP client, and you have multiple MCP servers. So you can have a local data source on your computer, and your host is connecting. This could be Claude, IDEs, tools that's connecting to these data sources via MCP, another local data source, and a remote data source, like some remote service that connects to the MCP server via your web API. So you've got multiple servers. So MCP hosts are programs like Claude Desktop, IDEs, or AI tools that want to access data. MCP clients are protocol clients that maintain one-to-one connections with servers. So you've got your program, and you've got your client that's got a one-to-one connection with a server. So each client is connected to one server. MCP servers, which are lightweight programs. So this is the MCP server that each expose specific capabilities for your standardized model context protocol. Local data sources are your computer's files, databases and services, and remote services are external systems available over the internet, e.g. through APIs that MCP servers can connect to. Okay. Alright. I did see something that Google had made about MCP. Let me see if I can find it. of Google's MCP. Let me see, what is this? So for AI programs to perform useful real-world tasks, they need to reliably access tools. Yeah, we've already read that. Anthropic's MCP is designed to address this. Today, we will guide you through developing ADK agents. So what's ADK? So, and Agent Development Kit. So there's by integrating agents built with Google's Agent Development Kit to communicate effectively with an MCP server. Might present. So they will guide you through developing agent kits that connect to external MCP servers, initially using server sent events (SSE). We'll take an example of an ADK agent leveraging MCP to access Wikipedia articles, which is a common use case to retrieve external specialized data. Okay, what's this Google Agent Development Kit? Going down a rabbit hole here. So, Agent Development Kit is a flexible and modular framework for developing and deploying AI agents. Now, optimized for Gemini and the Google ecosystem, ADK is model agnostic, deployment agnostic, and is built for compatibility with other frameworks. Okay. ADK was designed to make agent development feel more like software development, to make it easier for developers to create, deploy, and orchestrate agentic architectures that range from simple to complex workflows. Yeah, let's look at this. Oh man. .5 stars. Let me look at this Hugging Face small agents. Got 20k stars. There's quite a few of these libraries. Alright, I'm getting like sidetracked a bit here. So, hold on, wait a minute. Give me a second. Hold on, people, give me a second. Alright, let me not get too sidetracked. Let me see this Medium article. Oh my gosh, this is quite long, isn't it? Going through this is going to be longer than just going through their tutorial. Might as well do their tutorial. I'll just read a little bit of this, and then it's time to get to implementing. Let's implement one of these. Multi-chat. Okay. So when was this made? This was made in March. Oh my gosh, 3 months ago. Literally tomorrow will be 3 months. That's crazy. Mahesh Murag. This guy seems cool. So context is the key. The basic capabilities of a generative AI model depend on its pre-training. Da-da-da. To make these pre-trained models perform better and improve their relevance and coherence to your task, you must provide a good context. Here, context refers to the information. Context can be provided in different ways. Image and multimodal models. See if their context through the, yeah, that's cool. The MCP provides an open standard for connecting AI systems with data sources and tools, replacing fragmented integrations with a single protocol. Thus, MCP provides fungibility between AI clients and servers. Thus, MCP provides a standardized way for applications to share contextual information with LLMs, expose tools and capabilities as systems, and build composable integrations and workflows. The protocol uses JSON messages to establish communication between hosts, clients, and servers. So if we go over this again, the host is the LLM application. The client has a one-to-one relationship with the host. So you've got one client for the application, and then you've got the servers, and so each server connects to the data source. So there are a number of popular AI tools that support MCP. MCP takes some inspiration from the language server protocol, which supports how to add support for programming languages across a whole ecosystem of development tools. In a similar way, MCP standardizes how to integrate additional context and tools into the ecosystem of AI applications. Cool. All right, I'm liking this. I'm not gonna lie. So, give me a second. So MCP follows a client-host server architecture where each host can run multiple client instances. This architecture enables users to integrate AI capabilities across applications while maintaining clear security boundaries and isolating concerns. Built on JSON RPC, MCP provides a stateful session protocol focused on context exchange and sampling coordination between clients and servers. The host. The host process acts as the container and coordinate, creates and manages multiple client instances, controls client connection permissions and lifecycle, enforces security policies and consent requirements, handles user authorization decisions, coordinates AI LLM integration and sampling, manages context aggregation across clients. So the host process acts as a container. So it creates and manages multiple client instances, controls client connection, and it enforces security policies and consent requirements, handles authorization and coordinates integration and sampling. Each client is created by the host and maintains an isolated server connection, establishes one stateful session per server, handles protocol negotiation and capability exchange, routes protocol messages bidirectionally, manages subscriptions and notifications, maintains security boundaries between servers. So if I look back at this, yeah, so you've got the client. My gosh, sorry about that. The client is here. You've got the servers here. Cool. So each client, let me just remember what the client is again. The client is here. So each client is created by the host and maintains an isolated server connection. Establishes one stateful session per server. Handles protocol negotiation and capability exchange, manages subscriptions. So MCP clients are the AI applications or agents. So MCP clients are the AI applications or agents that want to access external systems, tools, or data sources. Examples include Anthropic's first-party applications. The key characteristic of an MCP client is its MCP compatibility, meaning it is built to communicate using the standardized interfaces defined by the protocol, prompts, tools, and resources. Once an MCP client is compatible, it can connect to any MCP server with minimal or no additional work. The client is responsible for invoking tools, querying for resources, and interpolating prompts. Okay, I've read enough of that. Time for me to implement. So, let me create. So in the background, I'm actually going to create a new virtual environment. So just give me a second. Just creating it now. Now I'm just installing Jupyter Notebook. Alright. Cool. Du-du-du-du-du. Give me a second, please. I'm actually just starting Visual Code in the background. I think I might switch to that. But give me a second. Give me a sec. MCP. Let's call this file MCP. This is not correct. Sorry people, give me a second. Bear with me, bear with me. I literally just created a virtual environment, but I'm not sure where I put it. Alright. Cool. Give me a second. Slash python.exe. Cool. Sorry people, give me a second. Cool. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is all right. So let's first install MCP. So how do we install MCP? Well, install it by doing pip install MCP. Cool, done. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to so we're going to create an MCP server. So called fast MCP. I think that's like for creating simple ones. Then we're going to create our MCP server. So we're going to go MCP, oops, no caps, equals fast MCP. I'm going to call it my MCP. And actually, let's put this in a file called MCP server.py. So then let's just put this stuff in there. And now we want to create so let's just make this simple tool do addition. So it's going to have this method called add that takes A, which is an int, and B, which is an int, that returns an int, returns A plus B. Then we have to add this decorator called MCP dot tool. Cool. Then let's add another one that gives a greeting. Let's say who we are. Let's say def get greeting. That takes in a string, so whatever the person's name who's connecting to it, it returns a greeting. Let's say it returns an F string of hello, and then the person's name. And this one, so remember it said there has tools, resources, and prompts. So this is a tool, this is a resource, and I don't fully understand what this means yet, but it's a resource called greeting. I think that uses a resource called name. Cool. And we're actually going to leave it there for now and then come back to this next time. I don't fully understand it yet, but MCP is a big thing for LLMs and data science and AI engineering, and just creating agent systems that can connect to different information online, whether that's map information for your navigation app or whatever it is, or weather information for your weather app. So yeah, we'll carry this on next time. Check my schedule. I think I'll probably be on tomorrow, but I'm definitely next on Sunday, but I'll probably be on tomorrow, maybe Saturday as well. Cool. Thank you. See ya.